Okay, so I want you to think about something. Think about a time when you've talked to someone and you said something, it could have been anything, and they were on the defense. And you're like, okay, where'd that come from? You know, why are they on the defense? What reason do they have to be on the defense? You know, what's the deal? And then I want you to think about a time when maybe you've walked into a room and said hey to someone, and they were like, what do you mean? You know, like they're already on the defense, and you're just kind of like, where'd that come from? So I want you to think about that kind of situation for a second, and then I want you to think about how many posts you've seen from It Works distributors that have said, are you skeptical now? You know, with a picture or whatever, and it's like, look, this works. Are you skeptical now? Do you believe me now? I mean, I've done it myself. I had so many haters when I started this business, it wasn't even funny. And now I laugh because look at where I'm at. I mean, we're getting a second diamond bonus this weekend, Mike and I are, and I'm just like, who cares what they think? So seriously. And like people that are like, oh, I don't believe that wrap works, or that's temporary, whatever. I know what it's done to my body. I know what the first wrap did. I know what the last wrap I did. I mean, I just know what they do, and I've seen, and I've wrapped hundreds of people, and I know what it does. I've seen it with my own eyes, and nobody can tell me any differently. So why should I care? And I kind of came to a point where I thought, why do I care what they say? Why do I care what they, you know, what the haters are saying, or if they're making fun of me, or I don't care if they're doing it on Facebook. I don't care if they're doing it out, you know, behind my back. I don't care. I just don't. And so somebody told me the other day, someone who's very good at communication, who is a speaker amongst, you know, around the world and everything. And she told me, she said, you know, you are supposed to be an ambassador for your company. And she didn't mean ambassador in rank, but she meant an ambassador as in a liaison. Like you are an advocate for your company. And so what you say is how people are going to perceive your company. So if you're going around and you're like, yeah, I'm trying this and I hope that it's going to work for me, and you know, then people are going to be like, oh, well, I'm going to sit back and watch and see if it does. But if you're like, oh my gosh, this company is amazing, it has changed my life, and this is what I know, and this is what I'm seeing it doing, and oh my gosh, they'll want to be a part of it. And it may take a few times for that to register for them, but it's going to. And then, you know, I think if you think about it, you may have some skeptical people, and with your posts that say, are you skeptical now, or do you believe me now? If you do that, there may be some people that come around, but seriously, there's like 1, maybe 5 people that are saying those things. But how many people are for you, and how many people are seeing your post that are not skeptical, that may now be skeptical because they see that other people are skeptical, and what's the reason behind that? And so you may have someone who hasn't been on Facebook all day or Instagram, and the first thing they see when they log in on their news feed is your post about, do you believe me now? So think about that scenario that I gave you when you walked into the room and said, hey, and that person said, what do you mean? You know, that's kind of the situation. They've walked into the virtual online room and you're on the defense is the first thing they see. So that's the impression that they're getting. So I want you guys to really think about how you word your post and how you come across, and just be positive. Always be uplifting. We all have our moments where we doubt where we're at, where if we doubt where our goals are set, if it's going to happen. I mean, there's always that moment of doubt. We all do it. Even the ones that say, stay positive all the time, you know, and that's fine. I agree. You got to be positive. You got to think positive, not let it drag you down. But we all get to that point. So at that point, this is going to be a growing challenge for you to be able to stay positive about your company. Because what happens is if you're like, yeah, I was going for it and I just don't know if it's going to happen and we'll see, you just did the damage. It's undone. Because then you get your fire back and you keep going, but you've already given that negative impression on someone. So I want you guys to start getting your mind and be thinking about how you can stay positive at all times. This is your golden egg, your $1 million lottery ticket. It is your bread and butter. It is your diapers on your kids. And if you were going to a job and you were clocking in and out, you would guard your job and fight for your job like it was your life and your life depended on it. So I want you guys to do the same with this, because if you don't treat it like it's your job and that it is your bread and butter and it is the diapers on your kids, then it's never going to be that in your life. So just really think about it and how you approach the haters. Because here's the thing, that 1 to 5 haters that you have, or it could be more, I don't know, but that's still a small handful in comparison to the supporters. And that's one thing that I realized. I felt like I had to come out of the box fighting because I had so many haters. But then once I stopped caring, I started seeing all these people that were saying, I'm watching you and you inspire me, and I'm watching you and I enjoy it and I cheer you on and I pray for you. And those people meant more to me than any hater that ever crawled out from under a rock. And so I just want to tell you guys to just stay focused on your supporters. And who cares about your haters? I don't care if it's your sister, brother, mother, uncle, husband. I don't care. If you know that you know you're in the right place and God has you, you stay kind to those people. And you just show them God's love. And you show them your confidence in what you're doing. And eventually they're going to see it for themselves. And if they don't, then they're going to crawl right back under that rock. And you don't care where they go or what they do. You hang on to what you know is right, if you know that God has put you here, because He is ultimately the one that's in control and has the say in things. So just think about that. Think about being positive. Don't give people a reason to doubt, even through you thinking you're trying to do something positive. Don't be like me and learn the hard way, and just really embrace your supporters. So y'all go kill it. Love y'all. Bye.